Hi guys, it's Rebecca. Welcome to Abundance on Call. I am back and today I'm going to be showing you the complete version of the Financial Abundance Manifestation Grid that I had given you a snapshot of last weekend on Instagram. This is going to be the complete version and this is going to go on YouTube, and I'm hoping that you can have fun with this over the weekend. So before we get started, I'm going to jump right into it, but before we get started, I just want you to know that before you work with any of your crystals, make sure they are cleansed and charged, okay? And you have clean hands. That is the first thing you want to do. If you can change your clothes and relax, then it's even better. If not, just make sure your hands are clean and the crystals that you're choosing to work with are cleansed and charged crystals. Even if they have been on you, with you, and you're the only one who had those crystals for a while, but if they have been just sitting around in a box or in a container somewhere or in a corner in your home someplace, and it's been about I'll say 10 to 15 days, it will be a good idea to just charge them. You don't have to clean them again. Maybe just charge them, put them through salt water bath, or put them out in the sun and bring them in. Okay, so let's get started. This is a financial abundance manifestation crystal grid, and as you can see, I have gone all out and I've included many crystals because I just love to work with as many crystals as I can. I'll go crazy with them. But you don't have to worry if you don't have so many crystals. You can make a financial abundance grid or any crystal grid for manifestation for that matter, just with minimum of 4 gemstones, and they don't have to be very specific gemstones. Any four, and why I'm saying four, because you essentially need at least three. One being right as the focus point in the center and the two on the sides, and then one crystal you want to have that you're going to use to connect the three and basically charge it. That's why I'm saying four, and you don't have to make it this elaborate. It's your intention, guys. Okay, so take a deep breath for a few minutes. Make sure it goes in your belly, and you want to exhale and let it out. Okay, and you want to breathe in and totally relax. And before you start working with any kind of manifestation works, it's highly recommended. And again, it's my preference. It's up to you if you don't want to do it. It's recommended that you write a wish list, guys, or a petition to the universe. It's like a prayer request, right? It kind of gives it power. They say when you write things down, you are giving power to your wish. You're basically making a point to the universe that you really mean business. Okay, and I was able to upload my, I don't know if you can see, this is my abundance on call petition to the universe. It's on my website along with the abundance check. It's under the tab called free downloads. It's totally free, and you can go and check it out, and you can download that and save it on your desktop or make as many copies as you want. And the idea of writing a petition to the universe when you're starting out a crystal grid is you're putting your wish list together. You're focusing your intention, your opinions, your views, your heart's desires, and you're kind of setting it down and letting the universe know this is what you want. And when you do that, make sure you're writing it in present tense, not in future tense. You want to write in present tense as if you already have it, as if it has already taken place. And the way you want to do it is you want to start with your name, and you want to put a date, and you want to put the day, the date, the time, maybe add your date of birth, and then you want to write in present tense. So let's say if you're writing a petition for financial or monetary abundance, then I would start writing in terms of thank you so much for this awesome job that I have that is paying me what I requested, or thank you for the bonus that I have, or Thank you that my job is close to home and I'm able to balance my work as well as my home life. Thank you for the extra help that I have with the rent money or with my mortgage. And thank you for the loan that got passed. Things of such, and you want to write it as if you already have it. And you want to write it with heart of gratitude. You want to be thankful. Be mindful, even for those of us who might not have what we are wishing right now, but remember, we still have a lot of things when we start counting our blessings. So write it with a heart of gratitude and write it in present tense. If you're writing for someone else, you can do the same thing. You can write their name, you can put the date, today's date, or whenever you're putting this together, that date down. You can add their date of birth. And if you have a photograph, maybe it'll be a good idea to add a photograph. If it's for you or your business, maybe put your business card or your flyer in, and then you want to end it by signing, writing your name, and as you can see, I've written thank you 3 times. You're thanking the universe, you're thanking your God in advance, okay? Because once you've written it, you want to fold it towards you like so, okay? The next thing, the next recommendation and the step that I always take is I always write, this is called abundance check. This is my abundance on call abundance check that I've created. And as you can see, it has that money tree right in the middle, and it has the Midas symbol, which is right here in the top right hand corner. It's the green symbol. Midas symbol is a symbol of power and prosperity, and the red line underneath gives it grounding. It grounds the symbol, okay? So it gives it more effect and power to whatever you're trying to manifest and wish. And it says paid in full. The date is always here and now. You don't want to put a date. You want to leave it open for the universe, for the divine timing, so to say. And then you want to add your name up here, or whoever's name you want to put. It already states paid in full. Now in the memo field, you can put a specific dollar amount, or you can write thank you for the dream job. You got your dream job, whatever it might be. Maybe you want to be a doctor, or you want to you're looking for an internship, a paid internship. So put that idea down here in the memo. It doesn't have to be a dollar figure. It could be a job, it could be rent money, it could be mortgage, it could be student forgiveness, student loan forgiveness, something in those lines, right? And as you can see, it's signed by 3 entities. It's signed by the law of attraction, it's signed by the universe, and it's signed by the law of abundance. And the check number, the 888 888 is an angel number for abundance, financial kind, monetary kind. And make sure you sign the back of the check as if you're ready to deposit. Okay, once this is ready, you want to keep your petition to the universe as well as your abundance check as the base. This is the base on which your crystals are going to be placed. So if you only are working with 3 or 4 crystals, make sure you put your focus crystal in the middle, and you can put, if you only have 4, then 1 goes here, 1 goes here, and then you're going to hold the 3rd one, the 4th one, to connect the 3 from here to here, then from here to here, and then you want to go around and connect, and that's it. And you're going to light it up basically in an imaginary way. If you have more, then we can play around in different shapes and formations. You can use sacred geometry designs. I'm using the 369 numerical order. 369 is said to be the Tesla code of manifestation, and interestingly, the reverse of that, 963 hertz frequency, is supposed to be God frequency, which is very interesting because God created man in his own image. So you can stick with the 369 configuration, or you can do whatever your heart desire. I'm trying to stick with the 369, but guys, for me, as I'm moving outwards on my grid, it goes more than 9. The 3 and the 6 is easy, but then when I'm going towards the outer edges of my crystal grid, it's going beyond 9, and that's fine. All right, so let's get started. I don't know if you can see, but I already have my my petition to the universe and my abundance check underneath, and I'm using a mirrored plate. Now, mirror has an effect of like it doubles the energy, right? It's infinite. It opens up the dimension to another portal. So if you have a mirror, great. If you don't have a mirror, again, don't get hung up on that. You want to get started with what you have. I always did not have these mirrors. Over time, I've picked a few mirrors and different shapes from 99-cent store, Dollar Tree, and things like that. So I happen to have these mirrors now, and I'm using a circular mirror because circle for me is a complete shape, and it's also a circle of life. Now in the center, as you may see, right on smack in the middle of my crystal grid is a clear quartz pyramid. Okay, quartz pyramid, or I mean clear quartz, is known as a cosmic computer. It's the most powerful mega gemstone for any kind of manifestation work when you're trying to do it. It's also a mega healer. It's almost like a record keeper. So it's a good idea to have a clear quartz in the middle. Now, if you don't have that, it's okay. I just happen to have that, and it's a pyramid. So I have that smack in the center of my mirror, and immediately around the four corners of the pyramid is our four golden citrine nuggets. Now, citrine is also called a lucky merchant stone, and citrine is associated to attract all things monetary. It's associated with monetary abundance. It increases confidence and your ability for you to reach your goals faster. Now, most of us who are trying to get ahead in life, sometimes we might have everything. We might have the education, we might have the skill set, we might even have the money, but we might be lacking in confidence. And that can be a real damper in our progress. So, citrine helps us to regain our level of confidence and move towards our goal. It provides clarity and it activates imagination, which is really good. Citrine brings you basically good luck all around, especially if you're in some kind of a business deals. It's very favorable to have citrine on you. It's said to keep citrine in your cash box. If you have a little nugget like that, I always have one in my wallet where my ATM card is. You could keep it where you keep your check stubs or where you keep your bank checkbook. Okay. Now on the mirror, in the formation of a triangle, I have rough 3 pieces of rough pyrite nuggets. These are the silvery ones. I hope you can see. I don't have a very good lighting right now, but pyrite is associated with action. It's associated with power and assertiveness. Now, it's a great thing to manifest, to think, to daydream, but if you're not going to step on it and we're just going to sit on our ass, it's not going to move forward. Our dreams are not going to come to fruition. So it's a good idea to step on our dreams, to basically put action into our dreams. And pyrite is a good stone to get us moving in that direction. It's extremely lucky for attracting wealth and prosperity, especially according to the feng shui principle. It is used and associated in stimulating the intellect, and it provides both protection both on the physical as well as the emotional level. So it's a good idea to have a pyrite right next to the citrine and my crystal pyramid, quartz pyramid, and it's also on the mirror. Remember, you want to have a double effect, and that's what it's doing. It's magnifying it. Now, in the opposite triangular shape, 3 green, puffy, heart-shaped green adventurine. Adventurine is also called a lucky talisman or the gambler stone. Adventurine is known as a stone of opportunities and chance, and you definitely want to have that around you when you're trying to move to manifest something. You want to have doors opening for you. You don't know which door might open and what you might find, what nice surprise might be there. Okay, so keep your heart open. It's associated with the heart chakras. You want to keep your heart open to receiving abundance of wealth and prosperity from all sides and all kinds. You don't know where it's going to be coming from. You want to be open towards that. Now, if you notice, I have these beautiful, colorful, round circular color enhancers or rainbow wheels, and they are in the form, they are in the three in the pattern of a triangle at the three main points of my crystal grid. And color for me is adding further enhancement to my crystal grid. My colorful wheel here has all the colors of the spectrum, and we need color in our life, right? And especially according to feng shui, every aspect of our life is associated with one special color. So it's a good idea to enhance that, and that's why I have these large, colorful rainbow circular points as the 3 points as a triangle, and directly on top I have raw citrine chunks, okay, lending their energy further to this grid. Now on immediately on the outside and touching the mirror, I have three in opposite triangle shape. I have three moss agate. Now tumbled moss agate is known for attracting and retaining abundance and wealth. It's also used in self-improvement and emotional healing. Now just like a moss is, you find moss on a tree branch, it will hold on. You want to hold on to your investment, you want to hold on to your wealth, right? You don't want to work hard and have the wealth coming in through one side and getting drained out through the other due to unforeseen emergencies and things like that. So it's a good idea to have a moss agate, because this is going to hold on to whatever you're trying to bring in, okay? It's going to multiply, it's going to hold on. Now around my circular plate or the circular mirror, I have 6 amethyst points. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Amethyst is a stone of transformation, and you definitely want that, right? You want to transform from a place of lack to a place of abundance. So it's a good idea to include amethyst. It's a powerhouse of healing, and it's highly protective. It vibrates at a very high frequency, and amethyst can be used both for your crown chakra as well as your third eye. It helps you to attune to all to source of all things on a different level, on a spiritual level, so to say. It intensifies your intuition and intellectual abilities, and it's also very protected. So it's a good idea to include amethyst. And if you notice, I have these points pointed in because you're drawing the energy in. Okay, now directly across from all of these, I also have 6 smoky quartz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Smoky quartz has a cloaking effect. It helps to keep your auric field, your aura basically, that's what the auric field is. It helps it to keep it clear from toxic debris that's trying to float in your spiritual realm. It's very grounding, and it's also very stabilizing. So it's a good idea to have that around you, okay? Now, I don't know if you can see, but I have these really tiny, rough, black 6 little black tourmaline nuggets. Black tourmaline is my favorite protective stone. It's a shamanic crystal, and it's used frequently for protection in ritual and all-around protection for repelling harmful, lower, undesirable energies. It's a very popular grounding crystal, and it's a good idea to have that. You will see that I end up using black tourmaline in almost all my crystal and manifestation works, because I do want, whatever I'm doing, I want it protected. I want that intention protected. It provides like a force field, so to say, and it's very effective in providing a protection from electromagnetic and electronic equipment, the EMFs that's coming out of them. Okay, now I also happen to have 2 puffy selenite hearts, and I only have 2 on each side, on left and right. And selenite is a stone of purity and angelic realms. It is known to absorb. It absorbs anything that's negative, and it dissipates it. It removes it. It removes it and cleanses it, and it's very very purifying. So it's a very good idea to have selenite in your space. It dissolves and effectively disintegrates energy blocks. So you could be working hard, you could have all the right contacts and all the helpful people and everything, but somehow you feel that you're stagnant in whatever you're trying to achieve, and that could be because there's an energy block. And if you use selenite, or maybe keep selenite on you, it'll effectively remove that. It'll knock that blockage out of your way and clear the way for you. And selenite is also again good for the crown as well as the third eye chakra. It opens your mind to accepting divine guidance. So yeah, you do want that, especially when you are moving to do anything with financial abundance. If the divine guides are going to be blessing you with that, you want to also know how to safeguard it, how to multiply it, and what to do with it. And it's very purifying, and it's known to charge the rest of the crystals. So it's really good to have selenite because you don't have to do anything. It'll automatically keep charging the crystals 24/7 like a battery charge that's plugged in. Okay, now I also have on opposite side just two labradorite palm stones. Labradorite is a stone of perseverance and protection. It is very useful in keeping harmful evil eye vibrations away. So let's say you're trying to do all this, and you have a bad feeling about someone who's just envious of you, jealous of you. They're sending you these bad vibes. So it's a good idea to have the labradorite around you to kind of remove those evil eye energies from you. And then I also have two tumbled, it's called a tourmalated quartz. It's black tourmaline with quartz. Again, it is mainly for protection. Now, if you notice, I have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 at the four corners. I have 4 green calcite. Green calcite is a stone of renewed hope. So for so many out there who've lost jobs, or who have their pay reduced, or they've been furloughed, or they've been applying and applying and applying with all these other companies, are not really getting a response, or maybe going for interviews and not getting their job offer, it can be really frustrating. By including green calcite, if you have, it renews your hope. It's a stone of renewed hope. It's a stone of encouragement, and you do want to feel encouraged. You want to bring encouragement to your loved one if you're making this for a loved one. And it is said, if you light candle if you light the candles around the green calcite, it's very powerful in being a blockbuster crystal for removing obstacles and bringing in wealth. And that's exactly what we are trying to aim here, right? And I just like to burn candles. I always have usually 4 candles on 4 sides, representing the 4 sides, north, south, east, west, so to say. It kind of lends more energy to my crystal grid. And that's all for now, guys. So this is the crystal grid that you have. The way you want to assemble this crystal grid, always remember, you start with the center focus stone, and then you always start placing your crystals from the bottom, and you want to go left and up and come down the clockwise direction. Most people, including myself, I used to start my crystal grids starting from 12 o'clock at the top and come down. And I noticed that when you're doing so, you're decreasing your energy. Instead, I started working from 6 o'clock point and going left and up clockwise direction, and that shows that you're increasing the vibration. So always place your crystals in a clockwise direction starting at 6 o'clock, and then you want to go and always start with the inner circle. So you want to place your center stone, you want to place the 4 mini citrine nuggets, then you want to place the pyrite, then you want to place your aventurine, then maybe you can start with, if you have the color wheel from a website or any other color enhancers, you can do that. And then you want to go with each crystal completing the pattern. First, if you're using amethyst, complete putting your amethyst around. If you're using smoky quartz, put your smoky quartz around. Once you're done, I like to close my crystal grids, all my crystal grids, with clear quartz pointed in. Okay, I have, if they're pointed, if you want to point it in, you're focusing, then you want to point it in. If you're sending the energy out towards your family, towards your business, towards someone remotely, then you want to point these out like so. Otherwise, you can point it in. If you have double terminated, then that's fine, it'll work both ways. If you don't have pointed gemstones, don't worry about it. Just put them there, again starting from 6 o'clock point and going around like so. Once you have done, if you want to light up the candles, go ahead, light up your candles. And remember what I told you about having an extra crystal? I have this extra clear quartz, nice wand here, so to say. And what I do is, you want to hold it in the palm of your hand just for a few minutes, and you want to breathe your energy, you want to breathe your intention in it like so. Okay, and then you want to hold it, and you want to start going around charging and connecting each crystal. So I'm going to start first with the inner circle. So I'm going to start with this citrine, take it to the middle, bring it back, go to this one, take it to the center, go back like so. And I would do that at least 3 times. Okay, or at least once. If you want to do it more time, that's fine. And then you want to go around, connect the 4. Now you want to go back outside to let's say your pyrite, and I'll take my pyrite, connect it in, go back out, go back to my next pyrite, bring it in, go out, connect to the next pyrite, bring it in, go out, bring it in, and go out and connect the 3 pyrites. Then I'll go to the aventurine and I'll do the same thing. The idea of doing so is you're connecting each crystal to the center point stone, to the focus stone, and you're also connecting them to each other. And once you have done that, you'll notice that the crystal that you're connecting, that you're using to connect, it's going to get really heavy. It's really weird. It gets really heavy with all the energies. Once you're done, and once you have connected everything to each other and to the center gemstone, take it again, put it back in the palm of your hands, hold it to your temple, and light the center stone up like so. Boom! And it's done. It's like you just lit up the torch smack in the middle, and it's done, guys. That's all. But make sure when you're putting your crystal grid together, you are following a pattern and you're going in the same formation clockwise. You don't want to go in anti-clockwise direction. Clockwise is always favorable. It means you're increasing, you are bringing in. Anti-clockwise, you're removing. Clockwise, you're bringing in. Okay, and you want to start at the 6 o'clock position at the bottom, and you want to go up, and you want to start with the inner circle always and go around. Okay, and that's all for now. Don't forget to write your manifestation or your wish list, your manifestation petition to the universe, or your wish list or your prayer request. Write it in present tense, write it with a place of gratitude. And then what you can do is, once you have put it all together, either starting your crystal grid prior or you can do it later, and I'm going to show you what other enhancing features I have around it. And I'm going to turn my camera slightly so you will see what I have here. I have a beautiful water fountain that has 2 crystal balls and 2 turtles just playfully coming down the waterfall. Now, water in feng shui is considered very lucky. It's supposed to bring in fortune and good luck and wealth. It's flowing in and it's getting collected. And turtle is a symbol of agility. They are resilient. They are associated with long life. They are peaceful. Yeah, they are associated with the ability to stay grounded. They are persistent. They are determined, and they are very wise. And you definitely want to have that element. They can be They have high level of endurance. They are slow and steady. So it means the good news is coming. And of course, I have Mr. and Mrs. Owls here, the two owls. They are lending their wise energy to the crystal grid. Of course, I have my money plant next to the fountain. And on the left hand side, of course, I have another mirror that's reflecting my manifestation grid to give it extra power to make multiply the energy, so to stay. And I have, I don't know if you can see, I have the little laughing Buddha who's holding his head up, his belly's full, he's totally chilling out there, and he's just in a very prosperous mood. So I have that element, and of course I have the citrine point, and I have a salt chunk over there. I have other little turtles. I have a little bottle of gold flakes. I don't know if you can see right by, um, all the way in the back. It's right by my money plant. And of course, I have the beautiful citrine hand water print that has been done by an artist in Canada. His name is Samuel Crowther, and he makes original art prints. So I have that citrine, a beautiful art print, watercolor print lending its energy. And of course, I have my angel of abundance who is coming down from heaven with a cornucopia of wealth just pouring out, and he's looking over. And I have the little angel cherub, and of course I have my hematite, magnetic hematite. Hematite is a gemstone that has both the yin and the yang, and it's a balancing stone. It's also very protective, like a protection tower. And you want to add all these fun elements to it. You just want to enjoy, you want to have fun, and just kind of leave it. Once you are done putting a crystal kit together, you want to forget about it, okay? Again, remember what I said. When you go to a restaurant and you place the order for a meal, you just forget about it. You know it's coming. It might be longer if the meal is really good, and you know that there are a lot of people in line, then it might be long, but you will get your meal. And that's the same way when you're putting a manifestation crystal grid. You want to forget about it. You want to put it with good intention and just leave it out. Make sure you open the windows and let some cool breeze in, maybe sage and smoke the smudge your room or your space, so to clear the energies further. Maybe play some soothing music, your MP3 player, or something instrumental, or if you have a brass singing bowl, maybe you might want to use that and clear the energies further. And if you have any kind of lucky plant, bamboo plant, money plant, I also have my little happy plant. I don't know if you can see right there up in the corner, and he's smiling down. So I have all these fun things all around my manifestation grid. And lastly, guys, I want to let you know that when I put my petition to the universe that's underneath this crystal grid, guys, this is for all of you. It's not for me. I made this with the intention that whoever comes to visit this video, whenever, it's for all my viewers, subscribers, followers, and even if you are just one-timers who are just stopping by to see what is this all about, this is for you. And my intention and my wish on that list was to bless each and every one of you with financial and monetary abundance that's going to last, that's bring you joy, that's going to make your life even better and enhance your life further. So I hope you find this beneficial. I hope you find this useful. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. If you have other tips and tricks, do share that with me, because I would like to give you a shout out in my next video and take your name and say, hey, you know, I had so and so who sent me this tip. Maybe we can use that in our next manifestation grid that we are putting together. And do check out my website, guys. If you don't have gemstones and crystals like that, you can always buy a ready-made crystal manifestation grid. I have many of those on my website, and I plan to add more by next month, hopefully, that you can check out, and that's ready to hang. You don't have to worry. They are already cleansed and charged, and they all come with abundance check as well as with petition to the universe. Alright, guys, I hope you liked it. and I hope you will have fun putting your manifestation abundance, financial abundance grid together over the weekend. Let me know how it goes. I wish you well. Be safe, guys. Much love, and I will come back to you soon. By middle of next week, I plan to upload more videos that will be beneficial to you. Okay, guys, have a great weekend. Bye now.